So I've had the same set of cheap tires for almost 2 years now. And don't get me wrong, they're great if you love braking traction before even getting the car into gear, doing sick burnouts in the dirt when you're just trying to drive forward, losing all steering authority in the mud. These are all toxic traits that accompany a cheap mud tire. Is upgrading your tires really worth it? Well, I can't really answer that because it's completely subjective, but enjoy the video anyway.
Alright, so we're going to start off with a bit of mud, which is also, I guess, a bit of rock as well. Yeah, I got the 33s on at the moment. I got the cheapies on. So we're going to give a go at the Rombat Hills, see how far up we can get. Mark out a distance with however far it does get. I don't exactly know where to put the camera to even start. I might face it at this little step here.
Okay, so for those of you wondering, these are the Conforsa CF3000 MTs. I mean, they sort of look like a bit of a Trepador mix. They start from about $160 per tire, which is very cheap considering the size and the applications. I couldn't find a whole lot of information about their compound. I'm guessing that it's because it's pretty simple. Granted, I couldn't find much about Maxxis' compound either, but that's probably because they don't want to share it. So here, I'm reading off of the website here. Agility, aggressiveness, affordability, all in one tough package. Built for toughness, guaranteed grip, and solid tread. I just want to let it known that the two front tires, I have rotated them, and the ones that were on the front before are completely bald now. Benefits are improved traction, efficient self-cleaning and water dispersion, longer tread life. Cons are, and I quote, wet grip needs improvement, may get noisy at highway speeds. But the specific specifications aside, they didn't do too bad in the mud. So let's see how they tackle this muddy climb. Idiot! I pranced with the wretch and only put one strap around the tires. Rookie error. You live and you learn, hey? Time to clean up these tires and swap them around because the Conforsas didn't quite make it up.
I thought I'd come out here and make a cool video about the difference between these tires I have.
Maybe I've been giving them a bit too much credit. I literally just was telling you how I've never had an issue with them in the mud, and here they are. Oh, see? They were just joking. They're just a little bit fussy.
So, we made it almost out of this bog hole. I'm going to swap the tires around. Yes, that's going to be a very dirty job. I think clearance was my main issue there on the rear diff. Size will be the winner of this one, I imagine. But I do think that the Treps will do better in the mud as well. Not that the Conforsas had a bad experience. You know, I had traction the whole way. But the Treps would probably give me more. So let me find some level ground and swap the tires over. Wow, it did it on its own. I'm taking a risk. I've got the tyres on the back because 1, they're lighter, 2, I tied them down tighter, 3, I really just don't want to carry them the whole way up, so.
Alright, as we did with the Conforsas, we're going to look on the website. So I'm here on Maxxis.com, the website. I'm looking here at the Trepador M8060s. These are not the competition ones, so this is just the regular tire compound. And it says here that these are designed to conquer off-road terrain with ease. The Trepador Bias M8060 features a conformable bias ply casing with ultra-aggressive sidewall design for excellent off-road traction on sand and rocks. Now, Maxxis, or any other website that actually sells the tire, has no pros and cons section. But I was able to look on motortrend.com and found a bit of a review. The only con that they noticed was, quote, one drawback we did note is the firmness of the lugs translated into a moderate propensity to chunk the very leading edges in really sharp. What was that noise? Well, dang it to heck! It happened again, and I made the rookie mistake twice. I'm a double rookie.
It literally made it, and then it just said, oh, I'm just gonna drop these off. But now I gotta pick these wheels up.
Now where was I? Yes. One drawback we did note is the firmness of the lugs translated into a moderate propensity to chunk the very leading edges in really sharp rock. However, the same would be true of most tires in similar conditions, end quote. So really what they're saying there, if we break it down, is that they're good tires and they perform well. Look at how she flexes. Divine. Yes, so here I'm just changing the tires back. Start with the 33s and the 35s are up next.
Alright, for the next portion, we have Telecom Hill, or I can't remember the other name for it, but this is the easy side. It looks really washed out. I know that the hard line is up the left there. I might just take the easy line just because I'm on my own.
Alright, so obviously this test is more focused around the rock aspect of things, less mud. So we're going to see how these tires perform on drier conditions, but with increased grip with how rocks are formed, you know, how they've got little sharp bits. What we're looking for here, I guess, is tire spin or anything. I'm gonna try to make sure that I stay on the exact same line each time, instead of, you know, backing up, finding a different line that works with the tire, just because I want to be able to actually compare the two in the exact same circumstance. Now, obviously, that's impossible, so I'm gonna do my best to stay on the same line, but let's watch. Alright, so right off the bat, they're breaking traction and I'm not able to pull myself up. And you can see here that I've got the locker in the front, both front wheels are turning, and the LSD in the back is actually working as well. So all four wheels are trying to push me forward, and I'm just not getting enough traction to get up. Now, granted, they were a bit muddy and slippery at the time, but even after warming the tires up, I just couldn't get up without a bump. So after seeing this, I was pretty excited to see what the Treps would do. I'm going to stay on the same line and let's see if they let the wheels spin. On the website, Maxxis actually says that the Trepidors work best on rock. They are clearly good in mud as well because of their tread pattern, but they're actually designed for rock and rock crawling competitions. So I was excited to see how they would perform. Are you kidding me? Okay, well granted I don't have bead locks, so let's just give it a little bump and see if it'll get up. Oh, flawless. Absolutely spectacular. Wonderful performance of grip. Just superb. So obviously this isn't the most professional test by any means. It is purely just me taking two different tires out and doing the exact same track twice to see the difference. I mean, the results speak to themselves. The Treps clearly took less effort to get up. It was still breaking traction, but I'm going to break that down to track conditions and stuff like that. And I don't think that the actual size difference would have made a difference in this exact line. So I'd like to think that's all tire compound and tread pattern, but yeah, so I mean these results sort of speak for themselves. Take with them what you will. I personally am going to keep these tires as play tires. I'm not going to run around on them daily. It's definitely good to have a good set of tires. It does make all the difference in your car. But if I've been able to show anything in this video, I hope it's just the difference between tire size and quality. Clearly, I mean, on paper, of course, it's going to make a difference, and practically, you can see the difference here. So I hope that you were able to take something out of this video, if not at least laugh 1 or 2 times. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about stuff that I don't understand, and thank you guys for watching because it really means a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button, but if you don't want to, that's okay. I am also a rule breaker, and if you have already, then thank you. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.